guys. I just want to put something to make you guys hi and I tell you guys what's up. This is why I've been so missing, I'm thinking. You know me trying to build a fort. And then I'm gonna open my computer so I can see you guys. Oh, I have so many things to tell you guys. I am been extremely like busy and looking for jobs and stuff. It's just been so crazy. Um, let me find you guys because you guys know the Flaca Squad is blind. So I've been super busy and not like, I've been looking for a job. It's so hard. Like I said, it's so easy. Before it was so easy to actually find a job. Now it's so hard to find a job, and it's insane. So it's just been rough. So I'm excited to let you guys know soon. I actually went to an interview today and it went very well. I went to a place for delivery driver because you guys know that I like the flexibility. That's why I get those jobs, because I've been actually offering dental assistant jobs, but they don't work with my schedule. So I went over there to do that, and the girl offered me an office job. She's like, I don't think you should work as a driver. She thought I was 24 because she's like, how old are you? I'm like, she's like, are you 24? And I was like, no, but thank you. I'm like, moisturizer. And she was very nice. She was very young, and she said that she has a trucking company. Her parents have a trucking company, and she works there. So there is a big office. And she's like, I don't think you should be driving. I don't want you to do deliveries. For you, it's not supposed to. You're not supposed to work for that. She's like, your resume is amazing. She's like, why are you looking for a driver? I was like, because of flexibility and, I just want to work. So then she told me that she doesn't want me to work there. She offered me the office job. And she said to go on Tuesday. So I'm excited. It's a trucking company, and I have to do all the paperwork and, like a secretary assistant. A secretary, because I'll be the only one there. So I'm supposed to go on, let me flip you guys over. I'm gonna go on so I can look better. On Monday. Not on Monday, on Tuesday, because on Monday I have another interview with, you guys know that I have my security license, so my security guard license. So I apply for, I'm not gonna tell you where because you guys are gonna know, oh, you work there, I'm gonna go hunt you. No. And I have an interview on Monday. So I'm gonna go over there and see how is it. So we just gotta see. So that's what I'm going through. And also I've been working hard, cleaning my room, my house, doing laundry, working in DoorDash. It's like I don't have time for anything. And you guys know when I'm not in that right place, for me, it's so hard to focus on what I love to do is content for you guys. But I haven't even been eating or sleep. I don't know. When I'm stressed, I'm like a really stress mode and anxiety mode and want to work. I just feel like I cannot focus, and I was having some anxiety issues, some stress issue. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. So it's just so hard to feel that way, and I don't like to feel like that, especially affects my health. And I was just sick, and everything just burden on top of me. And I do apologize for being away such a long time. But you guys know I have a family and I have a life and I have some, issues too that I have to work on. Everybody has issues, everybody works on. And you guys know I'm always clear with you guys, transparent. So this is what's going on, and I just want to feel better. And you guys know when I don't feel 100%, I wouldn't like you guys to see me and be me fake, okay? So I feel great now. I feel better. I shouldn't even stress myself over, but I just want to find something, because when you're like in the loss, it's like, what the hell? So I'm excited. I want to see what happens on Monday. Otherwise, I'll go with the office job, and then I'll start making content. I have to record if I work, and it's Monday to Friday, which my schedule is good. But if I work, let's say Monday to Friday, I'm gonna have to record on Saturday at least 3 videos and post it throughout the week. Like, have them ready in my computer and post it, because it's just been so crazy. It has been insane crazy. So how's everybody doing? I'm sorry if you guys are new to my channel. Hello, I'm Flocka, and welcome to the Flocka Squad. I do miss it. I miss recording with you guys. I miss talking to you guys. I just miss it. For me, it's like a therapy, and I needed that therapy. But when I'm not 100%, even I could have done live, I wasn't feeling, I cannot give you guys positive if I'm not even feeling positive, okay? So I do apologize for that, and I just want you guys to understand. So how's everybody doing after all that? Let me see. I miss you guys so much. I know, and I was. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm trying to let my side shape grow. And I'm trying to dye my hair, but I don't know what color. I think I'm gonna do like brown and get blonde highlights, or just go like black. I don't know, it's just so much. You guys, oh, thank you so much for your prayer, guys. I do. You guys know I'm not religious, but I do appreciate you guys taking the time, at least thinking about me, because I think about you guys all the time. I know it takes, your body just takes over, and you cannot control what you feel. It's just crazy. And I just, when I feel a certain way, I can't express my feelings, and I don't even tell anybody. I just, what you guys are not supposed to do. If you guys feel a certain way, you guys should tell somebody. You guys should do something about it. Don't stick to it. Don't, close it in. Like I said, I've been through so much. I don't know. In the future, you guys will find out what I'm talking about. But if I tell you guys what I've been through with my family and my kids, it's very crazy what I've been through. As a 34-year-old, since I was, I guess, 24, my whole life been like a, it's like up and down, but I've been through a lot with them, and I have grown, but things also affect me. Everybody gets affected by something or somebody, so it's just been rough, and what makes me feel so much better, it's talking to you guys, sharing my story with you guys. I haven't fully shared my full story with you guys. I have shared what's my life like. I haven't shared what my kids and people around me and my family life is like. I just think it's private, and eventually in the future, like I said, I want to write a book so you guys could know the story behind me. So you guys know just like the basics, which is me as myself and my conditions and stuff like that. But you guys will be so impressed and so surprised and so like flabbergasted if I tell you guys what actually goes through and been through my life. So, and I have, from the downfall of my whole entire, me, until like the race, which was like, I know you guys should know this, and if you guys don't know this, I started YouTube because I suffer from depression, because my kids, they have disabilities and they have other things going on. So it was a time that I was in, it was really bad. So what actually helped me is do videos and do content and express my feelings, and a lot of people don't do that, and it has helped me so much to understand their conditions and what do I have to do, and not let that hit me and just like drop me and just, so I do get those up and downs because I always, suffer from that. And I used to take medication a long time ago, but I stopped taking it because I wanted to soothe myself. I know sometimes people are not supposed to do that, that's why you go to the doctor, but I couldn't deal with those medications because they were affecting my family in ways that I felt sluggish, I felt horrible. So I did not take it. I took it for a while, but I just stopped because it was affecting my life. And I don't like things that I cannot do myself. So I stopped taking them, and I have soothed myself. Yes, sometimes I go really low, but then I think about it, everything that has happened to me, everything that's going on. You guys' comments, amazing, amazing comments. It brings me back to, everything is worth it. So I know you guys don't like me to talk about it, but mental health is real, and it's just been so insanely crazy. And if you guys don't know a little bit about my life, my father got killed when I was going to be 18. So it was a really bad time. Like, it was insane. When he died, somebody killed him. I'm not gonna tell you guys all full story, but somebody killed him. And when he died, I remember I went on shock, and everybody saw, I had fever, and my body just was so depressed that when they told me, I remember when they told me, but after that, I don't remember. My body went like on shock. So when I went to the funeral, I remember when I was walking through the aisle, so I could see who was there, because I wasn't sure. Still, my body was still in shock, and I'm talking about like 7 days after that. I noticed that he was dead after I touched him, but it was crazy because I don't remember from the moment that my mom told me, but I do remember walking through the aisle of the funeral hall and touching him. That's what I remember. That's it. And that's what I noticed. And I know after that, it was a couple of months, almost years, that I used to think that he was away, like my body wouldn't accept it. So that affected me a lot. So it's just been so rough. And behind, and our relationship was so different. Things that I'm not going to say because I don't want to hurt my family, I don't want to hurt my sisters, but it's just something that I always felt. I haven't expressed their feeling like I'm supposed to, because like I said, I don't want to hurt them, but there's a lot of things that went on and that everybody saw, but nobody used to talk about it, So it's just been crazy. Yes, he died 17 years ago. I actually haven't seen him because there's a lot of things going on. So I just, it affected me for a very long time. But then one time somebody told me that when people die, I know people don't like to talk about the D word, but people die. When people die, you have to let them go. No matter what they did to you, no matter what you feel, you cannot cry, you cannot, And one time they told me, you have to tell him, it's okay, just move on, I'll be fine. Because I used to cry so much all the time. I used to go to his, cemetery, and I used to cry. I used to think about him, and I used to cry. And I just couldn't live because I wouldn't let him go, because obviously he's your father. But when one time I remember it was like, I think it was like, it was gonna be his birthday, death. And I said, and I was crying. That was the last time I cried for him. I said, oh, you know, I'll forgive you, and you could just, move on. I'll let you go. I said that. I forgive you, and, I'll let you go. And then after that, my body just like understood that he was dead and that he was never going to come back. And I don't know, I don't even go see him in the cemetery. And I feel better. I don't talk about him, but today I feel like talking about him because, like I said, that affected me a lot. And I don't know, because I've been through so much, it's just sentimental for me. And this is a delicate thing to say. So I know a lot of people don't like to talk about their feelings, but I think it's very important and healthy to talk about your feelings. So, oh, thank you so much, guys. I know it's just been rough, but it's okay because, like I said, YouTube has been such an amazing help because when I feel like crap, okay, guys, not everybody feels 100%, okay? I wake up in the morning, this is what I do, okay? I'm gonna do a routine with you guys because you guys never see it. My routine is crazy. I wake up at 5:45. I wake the kids up to go to school. I get them ready, and then they go to school, right? And obviously I don't work, so I'm always home. But then it's like your life stops, like what to do, like, and then so I fix, I do this, I try to maintain myself. I go to work and I do, DoorDash and whatever. But before, I used to they used to go to school and then they used to come from school. So I was always home and it had the moment. I was always a person that used to work all the time. So when my kids got very sick, I had to stop working. And I was a homestay mom for 8 years. So it was so hard because I've been working since I was 14. So I'm so used to that. And for me to change my life from one day to the other, it was rough. So I used to have my own money. I used to do stuff for myself. I used to be very independent, but I couldn't. So that was a bad depression. So when I was in really bad depression, my kids was going through stuff, I was depressed because I wasn't working. I was feeling useless because people feel useless. I just started doing YouTube. And I didn't think it was going to be anything different or it was going to work, it was going to help me. It was like a therapeutic thing. And when people used to talk to me and I used to talk to them, and I used to get emails about people suffering like that or people doing stuff, that helped me. Because even if people are not normal, right? It helps to talk to somebody different because when you talk to your family members, they don't want to hear it, okay? And I don't know if you guys, I'm bilingual. I don't know if you guys don't understand, but when you don't want to talk to people that are actually, you want to do feelings, okay? So you have this feeling and you want to express it to your family. What do you do? Oh, it's fine. My friend was going through it too. It's okay. You'll get over it. That's painful for somebody that needs to express their feelings. So when I talk to strangers, right, they have more sympathy than your own family. And I don't know if you guys know. Comment down below and let me know who doesn't do that. When you tell your mom, okay, you'll be fine. It's okay. No importa. It's gonna go away. And no, yes, it's important. It's gonna be there all the time. And if you don't express your feelings, you're not gonna feel good for yourself. And the more you express, you're like a ticking bomb or you're like a volcano. You put so much stuff in that when something happens, stupid thing happens, somebody looks at you bad, you explode. So you have those emotions. So you have to express yourself. So this is why I started YouTube, so I could express myself, so people can understand, so people could see what I feel, so people know who I am. Because a lot of people don't like me because they say I'm a bitch, but it's because I don't let anybody step all over me, and I don't let people trying to hurt me. So for me, I always have a wall until I feel that person is very honest. And it has to go through a lot of things for actually me to feel trust. And you can even trust anybody. So, I know I talk crazy, but it's true. Oh, gracias. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you guys doing better, Mr. Edward. It's rough, but don't give up, Okay, I tell you guys, I've gotten to the moment or an episode that I wanted to give up everything, and I never told anybody, but sometimes before, a long time ago, I wanted to kill myself because I felt that the conditions that my child or my daughter had was my fault. So maybe it was something that I did or something that happened. I never told this to anybody, but I do. I wanted to do it, and I was like, maybe that'll help it. Maybe I'll feel better. Maybe she won't need me. Maybe I'll be a really bad mom. And I was very young, and then things are like packing on top, and more things are coming out, and I was devastated. So it was a moment of, and I thought about it very, very well. And I'm like, I shouldn't think about that thing. She's gonna need me, even if I'm the worst mom in a lot of people's eyes, or a lot of people say things about me. Um, Not giving up. Giving up will be a coward thing to do, running away from whatever it is. So it's just been crazy. Oh, thank you. Oh, I don't I don't show my emotions, but when I'm really um it's very, if I show my emotions, I feel the pain. So I like to be like an ice, not think, not feel, but you cannot live like that. So when I talk about them, that's my weakness, my kids, and it was a really bad time. So it's just sometimes it's bad, and it doesn't change, like it does change, it gets better, and then it goes a little bad, and it gets better, and it becomes worse, and it gets better. It's just so much things, and everything just brings you down, and more things come out, the more things you blame yourself. And I don't want to cry because I have makeup. And I don't want to look ugly. People when they're crying, they look ugly. And for me to feel better, get my hair done, like flat iron my hair, or do makeup. I feel better. Or because sometimes I'd be like, I am like the worst mother, the worst friend, the worst girlfriend. But it's not true. It's not true, because it's not hard to feel that way, but it's easy. And it's just a feeling. It's okay. It's not the true, but it's something you feel. So I always have to fight through that urge of saying I'm this, I'm like negative towards myself. And I always felt like that it was like, oh, maybe I'm a mistake, oh, maybe, I'm the worst mom, oh, but I'm not supposed to feel like that, but I cannot help it. I do feel like that sometimes. Or something happens to me and I bring myself down so much, so I try to do my best for my kids, my best for other people. Sometimes I think taking care about others, I forget to take care of myself, because I'm so used to taking care of them, taking care of him, taking care of the dog. If I have to go to the doctor, if I have time, I'll go to the doctor. But I'm supposed to go to the doctor, and sometimes I don't go to the doctor because I have to think about them. Okay, who's gonna be here? I have to do this, or I have to take them to the doctor, and if something happens, I have to take them to the doctor. And if I had an appointment, obviously I have to cancel myself. So I don't take care of myself enough. I take care of others, but I don't take care of myself enough, and I should do that. But it's so hard, because once you're a mom or once you have a partner, you don't care about yourself. So I try to maintain myself. I try to feel good. Even if I'm home waiting for them, I try to, get dressed, like do my hair, do my makeup, try to work out, try to eat healthy, That's what brings me in, do YouTube, talk to you guys, because I know a lot of people go through that, but a lot of people don't talk about that. And that is amazing. If you guys are going through stuff like that, don't be afraid of expressing yourself. Don't be afraid of being yourself, because this is who you are. I used to ignore those feelings, and it didn't get me in a good place. It didn't. So you have to embrace what you feel, and you cannot be shy or embarrassed of you feeling like that. A lot of people feel like that. My kids are, one of them, the girl is 11 and the boy is 9. But I was a very young parent, and I was very selfish when I was older. I mean, younger. But once I had them, it's like nothing mattered. Everything mattered for me. It was just I used to think about them. I used to take care of them, and I didn't take care of myself. So I just didn't soothe because I didn't want to. I just blocked everything that I was feeling, and then I took care of them. So I was so busy taking care of them, I didn't take care of myself. So it went to the moment that I didn't want anything. I wanted to do, like trying to do something to myself, because I felt like horrible. I don't talk about these things. My parents don't know. My partner doesn't know. It was a feeling that I always had. And I remember I used to go to therapy. I had a psychiatrist, and I used to tell them stuff like that. And I used to express myself with him, but it was like I went over there, I expressed myself, and then once I closed the door from the office, I didn't remember what I said. Like I didn't care. That wasn't there. But only in the moment that I was there, I expressed my feelings. So and I was taking medication. I was doing this, but I noticed that it wouldn't help me. It wouldn't be myself. I wasn't that person. So what I did was I just stopped taking medication and started doing a lot of exercise. I used to work out so much. So I was super super skinny, and because I felt ugly, I felt fat, I didn't like myself. Even if I was so skinny, because I turned so skinny that even if I was skinny, I wanted to be more skinny, and I wouldn't eat. But then when I started working out, I would eat, and then when I used to eat, I used to feel like unhealthy. So I would try not to eat. So everything is in your head, the way you paint the colors of your head, whatever you paint in your head. So it was bad. It was really bad. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I don't feel embarrassed. Like I said, you're supposed to talk about it. I don't feel embarrassed to say what I feel with you guys, but I'm embarrassed to tell, let's say, the baby daddy. I feel embarrassed to feel it. So when I feel a certain way, I text him, but then when he comes home, we don't talk about it because it's embarrassing for me. And I know he'll be like, like you have to talk about it. We have a really good relationship and we talk about everything. But my thing is that I do not express my feelings easily. So actually, he's listening to you guys right now. He's seeing me, and he's probably gonna be like hearing it. He's not gonna ask me, but you know, he has done everything for me, and he understands who I am. Probably that's the way it's supposed to be. But we don't talk about it because I don't like to talk about it. I don't like to face the fact to talk to a person. So it's easy for me to talk to you guys because I know you guys are there, and I know he's gonna understand 100%. But this is the way I deal. Okay, I don't go to therapy. I don't take medication. I talk to you guys, and you guys make me feel so much better. And I know he makes me feel better, but I don't want him to see me cry, and I don't want him to see me weak. I always have to be strong, even for him, even for the kids. So I have to be strong. So this is like my weakness, you know. And it's not like a lot of people told me or asked me, have you gotten bullied in school? I didn't get bullied in school. I actually, I wasn't a bully either, but I used to hang around with people that were so mean to kids with disabilities or just in general kids, or, you know, people are mean. But I was always the nice one. Everybody liked me. I was the popular one. Like in my school, everybody knew. Everybody knew who I was. But I wasn't that. I was the person, not the one that was in the class. I wouldn't talk at all. I wouldn't have a voice. They used to tell me, "Can you read this?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to read it." I was very shy, and I was embarrassed of talking, or I had an accent, or I didn't have an accent, or I read a little bit differently. You know, it's hard for people who have ADHD to read, so it is embarrassing. But I was always that person, and if I met somebody, like if I meet somebody, I don't like people this close to me. Like they cannot be too close because I feel embarrassed. It's like you're in my space. I don't want you to be in my space. And it's not because I'm rude, it's just the way I am. And I guess that's always been like that. Even when I was younger, I always feel like that. Even with the baby daddy, I've been with him for almost 15 years. And I don't like him staring at me too much because I feel embarrassed. Or maybe shy, or make me blush. It's just the way I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. It's that's my behavior towards people. Oh, oh, thank you guys. You guys made me feel so much better. This is like my thing, you know. I a lot of people don't. I think the worst thing you guys could do is not express because people are embarrassed of people feeling. Like let's say if somebody comes out, oh, you know, I feel this way. You feel like why would you feel like that? It's embarrassing. You're this age and you know, and you're feeling like this. I'm 34 and I've been dating since I was, I guess, 12, 11. And then it got worse when the kids are born, the conditions came out, and I used to blame myself. And then my father died, and I felt like that. The difference between my dad and it was like I wasn't. It was like he had two kids and he preferred one. So my mom used to take that burden because she knows I used to feel it, and we never used to talk about it, but she used to make me her only one because she knows I felt left out. So I always been that girl left out. So then when my younger sister was born, you guys seen her in my videos. She was born. She's the younger one. There's another younger one, but she's the next one, the third one. I always, he was a favorite because she was a young one, and then the big one was a favorite because she was the first one, and I was always left out. I guess the middle ones are always left out. And then when my younger sister was born, you guys seen her in my videos too. She was the perfect one because she was so beautiful and she was young, and I always felt that he didn't like me enough to take the time to know me. And even up to now, I feel that, and I shouldn't feel that, but that's what I lived through. A lot of people didn't talk about it, but her friends knew, his friends knew that I was always feeling left out. So my mom used to make me feel better. She used to be like, oh, like I was her favorite, but because she was trying to cover that he wasn't interested in me. And, and after a while, somebody moved into the house. It was her best friend. Her mom left them or something. They were there, and he used to prefer them, that they were not their kids, to me. So obviously that was hurtful, and I always lived through all that. That's why I guess I wanted to be independent when I was younger, because I didn't want him to deal with me, and I didn't want him to feel sorry, or I didn't want to feel sorry that he didn't care about enough to show me the love that he had to show me, but he cared enough to show everybody else. I shouldn't feel sad, but I do. I feel sad. So even if he died a long time ago, I still feel that. And we don't talk about it right now because it's not worth it, but I still feel that. And I always try not to make my kids feel that. They both are equally loved and they both are equally, a pain in the butt. So it's just, oh, well, now I have to be strong, but I always felt that. And I never spoke to my mom until I was older and I told her I felt that. And she, and my sisters now that my father doesn't exist, they like, Joanny always been your favorite, or, it's just, I always been her favorite because she had to make me her favorite. I was always left out. They always had everything from him, the love and everything, but you know the difference, you feel the difference. So I used to have that. And every time I talk about it, I feel like crying, but I don't want to cry because it's not worth it, But I always feel like that. Oh, thank you. Oh, I miss you guys. So it's just been so sad. And it's crazy, right? That people on YouTube have this life. But believe me, guys, you guys ever meet me, I'm the same person in YouTube and in my life. And this is me. I'm a person that has depression, that has a lot of problems, and they're trying to live their life every single day and trying to help their kids and trying to help herself, trying to help others. So when I work, I don't think about stuff like that. So it helps me. It's like a relief, like a therapy. Like when I do YouTube, it's the same thing. So, but it's just so sad. I don't talk about it that much, but when I do, I get very sad. And like I feel sad for myself, and I feel sad for still thinking that. And it's just, he died like 17 years ago, so I should just move on. But there's something you cannot move on. It's just the pain that you have there. And I've been through, and he was a good father, but he wasn't a good person. Like, he was an alcoholic, and he used to do drugs. So I know my sister and my mom are gonna be pissed, but it's true. And we have been through everything I've been through. I lived through it. He was an aggressive alcoholic, and it's sad. All your life, and people like, you want the perfect parents, you want somebody there, but when somebody's sick, because he was sick, it stays with you, and it's crazy because he died 15 years ago, but if I find somebody that's drinking and I smell that alcohol smell, it brings me those episodes that I've been through. It reminds me that when I was younger and he used to come from drinking and he used to be totally wasted. I used to hide under my blankets and I used to like try to sing a song in my head, and it was so crazy that I've been through it. And that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or sometimes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it was really bad. So that's why I don't like people drinking around me. Like, I can have a cocktail, don't lie. I have a bar in my house. But it's not like when you see somebody wasted and somebody acting like a fool, it always reminds me of that time. And that was my darkest time. So I guess that also, it wasn't a great life. And when I used to go to school, I was so happy. But when I knew that he was drinking, I was so sad. I didn't want to go home. So I guess I was so independent. I went independent fast, so I don't have to be home and dealing with that. So, and I had friends. I used to sleep over their friends when I knew he was going to drink. So like I tell you, I've been through so much. A lot of people don't say stuff like that. People think like, oh yeah, it's perfect. Everything is perfect. No, everything is not perfect. And he was sick. And we went through his sickness. My family, my mother, my sisters, we went through it. It's been so rough. And I know they're going to hate me for talking about it, but it's my life. I've been through it. And this is the way I heal. So that's why I choose not to do stuff like that. I choose that life is better than that. But No matter what, I went through it. I was there. I remember, if I close my eyes, I remember screaming and the yelling, the me being under my covers, and it's just insane. You only see it like in the movies or in a telenovela, but through lived it is dramatic. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I used to, and the funny thing is that it used to be a really bad night. He was drunk, he was screaming, throwing things, saying bad words. And then the next day, it was like nothing happened. And he will wake up. He's like, oh, let's go eat some breakfast and let's go to church, or let's have a barbecue. Like nothing happened. Like he would try to avoid everything that he did, or because he was sick, he wouldn't remember. And he was bipolar because he was so aggressive, like aggressive, screaming, drinking and stuff like that. But then the next day, he was like nothing happened. He wanted to be the best dad in the world. He was, but he was a bad person, a bad husband. He wasn't a bad person, but he was a bad person when he was drinking, when he did drugs. He was that person. So, but he pretended to forget, but I did. All these days, all those months, all those years, all birthdays. I think this is why I don't like to celebrate, because every time there was a party, he always used to drink. And honestly, I remember one party that I had, and I was 6 years old, and he was fully drunk. And it's your party, you want to have fun. I couldn't have fun because I was thinking about what he was going to do, who he was going to fight, He was just, I don't like parties because of that, because of the dramatic stuff that I've been through. And I don't like to celebrate because I always think like, oh, people that celebrate want to drink, they want to do this. So, yes, I have a drink. Yes, I have a cocktail. Yes, I have a bar in my house. But I don't go blind drunk. I have like a cocktail. I have like a margarita. I have a wine. But it's not like you drink to the point that you cannot see, you cannot feel, you don't know anything. It's just insane. So, I know this is. No, he was. Of course, he has friends. I know that people make choices. If he wanted to not drink, and then we used to beg him, please, Dad, don't drink. I used to tell him, if you're gonna go out, please don't drink. And he's like, yeah, yeah. But like I said, he was bipolar. He was sick. So even if he was bipolar, right? I had a choice, guys. I've been through so much with my kids, okay? My choice was be an alcoholic, do some drugs, trying to numb myself, right? But people minds are weak. If you choose to do stuff like that, I wanted to commit suicide, right? When I was younger too, because he was doing so much crap that I didn't want to be there. I never told anybody, but I tried to cut my wrists. I remember I was in front of my house and where I used to live, and I had, what was it? I had a blade, and I think it was a really bad night or something, and I tried to cut my wrist. And my friend, one of my friends, she was like, oh, he said, oh, what are you doing? I was like, oh, they knew everything was going on because they seen everything too. And he said, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's going to get better. Did it get better? No. But when that happened, I used to numb myself, and I used to just like try to pretend that it wasn't happening and try to paint a nice picture that it was a movie outside, that it's going to be fine. The worst times were the nights when you were trying to sleep and it was screaming and throwing things, and that was a scary thing. for me. So I got friends and I slept over in their friend's house, and they knew I wanted to sleep over because my dad was an alcoholic. So yes, he was an alcoholic, he did drugs, and he was bipolar. He wasn't diagnosed, but he was. Now that I know about mental disability, mental health, I know he was bipolar because it was like he changed from one day to the other or from one moment to the other. It was like a splurge. So, yes, he was sick, but we were there. We lived through it. So, I don't want my kids to see me drunk, to see me. I used to smoke cigarettes. I don't do it anymore. Um, because my daughter was sick, you know, and it's stupid for me to just stop because of her. I should just stop for myself, for my health. Um, I used to have, I had a choice. If I didn't want to feel, I could have been an alcoholic, done drugs. Like I said, you have a choice. You want your kids to see what you didn't see. So I do feel better because I do everything myself so I could feel better. And and the best thing I could do is just be there for them and try to help myself. So I think I'm doing good. But sometimes it just catches up to you. It's just like sneaks up on you and you cannot control it. Oh. Okay, beautiful Flecka squad. I'm gonna go. I have to cook. The kids are coming soon. I'm gonna cook. I really appreciate you guys listening to me. I had to hold it in because I was gonna break down, but I don't want to break down. If I keep talking, I'm gonna start crying. I don't want to start crying. I've cried a lot, so I don't want to do that. I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna try to post 2 videos this week. I hope you guys understand why I haven't posted, but I'm gonna have the time and post. So comment down below to let me know what you guys want me to post. If you guys want me to eat something, make something, whatever you guys want to do. I'll try to do it. Okay, I love you guys so much. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys know somebody that feels a certain way, I know there's a hotline about all those things. I know it's like, I think it's hotline.com, and they help you with mental illness and stuff like that. Don't be afraid of feeling, don't be afraid of expressing yourself, don't be embarrassed of being yourself, okay? Everybody's different in their own way. And please, if you guys need help, talk to somebody. The best thing to do is to talk to somebody, because you don't want to talk, you don't want it to be too late. So I appreciate you guys for being my therapy today, and I really needed it, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys. I'll probably post a video tomorrow. Comment down below if you guys want me to post something different, something to eat, something to cook, whatever you guys want me to do, okay? I love you guys so much, and thank you guys for watching. Mwah! What am I doing? Oh, I have to get the phone down. See my camera, I'm here with you guys. Love you. Bye.